day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, The Life of Cam. And today's topic of discussion are 5 easy steps to graduating college debt-free. I was inspired to talk about this subject after my own personal experience where, like many of you, I want to earn a college education in order to get a better job or maybe a promotion of the sort, but I was at one point unfortunate to attend college due to high tuition prices. But along the way, I learned many things about how I could actually save money, and which actually led to me graduating with both my bachelor's and master's degree without any debt or any student loans, and not really even having to come out of pocket whatsoever. So today's video will be the 5 steps that I recommend that everyone take when trying to start their education journey, or also if you along the way want to make small adjustments and potentially save time on your journey. Right now, for step 1, I would say would be to try to earn general education transfer credits. So I will say that the first 60 credits, or sometimes people may say 2 years of an undergraduate bachelor's degree program, are typically general courses that everyone has to take. An example might be mathematics and writing courses of the such, or elective courses. But what most people do not realize is you can actually earn transfer credits or earn it for an affordable or even free price through different platforms. The most common way that I see is through examinations, where many schools accept some sort of examination platform where you can actually take the test and pass the class. And if you're already proficient in the area, you could potentially actually be able to pass the tests with little to no studying. There are also a lot of institutions that will even accept credits from cheap or even free online courses that can be found on Coursera and Udemy, and then also third-party website vendors that are commonly contracted with the schools. And you could also even earn transfer credits from industry-recognized certifications. An example might be if you earn CompTIA certifications and your plan is to get a degree in information technology. There are a lot of schools out there that will actually accept those certifications as transfer credit. And lastly, work experience. Depending on your job industry, you could potentially show that you have experience in the area, and then you could either earn transfer credit, or some schools may waive the requirement for you to take certain courses. Now for step 2. Step 2 would be to apply for grants and scholarships. One misconception that a lot of people have is that scholarships are only for people who are either academically advanced or people who are deeply into athletics. I am like many of you, where I was an average at best student when I was in school, and I am not the most coordinated person at all whatsoever. So I was never talented at sports, so those were not options for me. But despite this, there are many scholarships and grants out there. And actually, I was interested once I realized a lot of them are actually based on diversity factors, like age, race, and gender, and then also even income. One common example is actually the Pell Grant, which is actually receive if you come from a lower income household potentially. Step 3 that I would take is so the remainder of your general education credits. If you're unable to get transfer credits and things of the such, I would recommend for most people to go through a community college and get an associate's degree first before going to a 4-year university. The reason I would recommend this to many people is just the simple fact that community colleges are very affordable, and then even oftentimes free flat out for the tuition price, depending on the institution that you go to. An example might be, I know the local community college where I'm originally from, tuition is only $100 per credit hour for most of those courses, versus if you were to just automatically go to a 4-year university, courses are going to cost $500 per credit hour plus, which can add up very fast and be very expensive, especially when taking 60 credit hours. Step 4 that I would recommend for people to take is to find the most affordable option for schools, that essentially a school that is both affordable while meeting the basic requirements for having the necessary regional accreditation and getting the job done. Yes, sometimes going to an institution with more prestige or that has a higher tuition cost can be viable, but for many people, a lot of the time, all they may need to do is just check a box for job applications and resumes, so that way they can get better looks and more opportunities. And this goal can actually be accomplished by attending a university with a lower tuition price. An example I would use is actually one of the schools I'm an alumni of, which is Western Governors University, or WGU. I actually chose that school due to the affordability of the school, where the price was just $7,000 per year, and you could accelerate at your own pace, which means, let's say you are somebody who actually qualified for the full Pell Grant, which I would say right now is about $6,000 per year or per fiscal year. You're potentially more than 80% of your tuition costs could be covered just by that one grant alone. And like I said before, that was one of those grants and / scholarships that fall under the category of people obtaining those through income or diversity factors versus your merit in school or athletics. And I would say the final step that I would tell people is just that whenever times get tough or things get difficult, just keep pushing, because remember, there are always time costs with everything, and things may suck now, but it will be all the more worth it. And also, for a bonus step that I actually did not include in my 5 steps, I would also say that another great path or option that people can take as well is to look at jobs and internships that can potentially do some sort of tuition assistance or tuition reimbursement. There are a lot of companies where if you are employed by them, they will actually cover your tuition through their tuition assistance programs up to a certain amount. A lot of companies are also partnered with certain schools where they will actually send you back to certain institutions to complete your college education. One example that I actually was made aware of was actually Kentucky Fried Chicken, which I actually found interesting because most people don't typically think of fast food companies as an option when it comes to using it to actually pay for your schooling. All right, now, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Thank you. Goodbye.